The Missouri Valley Football Specialty Awards are out, and the Missouri Valley Football Offensive Player of the Year is Jaleel McLaughlin of Youngstown State. The Penguin senior became the NCAA all-time rushing leader this year, setting a new all-division record with 8,166 yards to go along with 79 career touchdowns. 3,418 of those yards and 30 of those touchdowns came in 3 seasons at Youngstown State. This year, McLaughlin rushed for nearly 1,600 yards and scored 13 touchdowns for the Penguins, including the game winner against Southern Illinois. McLaughlin averaged 6.6 yards per carry and had 4 games with 200 or more yards, finished the year second nationally in rushing yards per game. That included an impressive 152.5 yards in conference play. McLaughlin was recently named a Walter Payton Award finalist, which is presented to the National Offensive Player of the Year in January. The Missouri Valley Football Defensive Player of the Year is Illinois State's Zeke Vandenberg. After making the move to outside linebacker this year, Vandenberg terrorized opposing defenses, ranking number 1 in the FCS in sacks per game and tackles for loss per game. His 14 sacks and 21 TFLs led the league, while his 100 tackles ranked third best. The senior wreaked havoc the last 2 games of the season, finishing with 3 or more sacks and 4 tackles for loss each game. Vandenberg also posted 6 double-digit tackle efforts in his 10 games. Your Missouri Valley Football Newcomer of the Year is Western Illinois wide receiver Nassim Brantley. The Sacred Heart transfer quickly made his mark on the Leathernecks and the league, hauling in a conference-best 893 yards receiving. His touchdowns totaled 9, and that ranked second in the MVFC. He also had 53 catches, and that ranked third best. Brantley averaged a Valley best 89.3 yards per game, and his 16.85 yards per catch is third highest in the conference. The Missouri Valley Football Freshman of the Year award goes to Indiana State quarterback Cade Chambers. The redshirt freshman is the only Valley freshman to make the Jerry Rice Award watch list. Chambers finished the season with 938 yards passing and an 8-3 touchdown to interception ratio. Chambers had a memorable starting debut against North Dakota State, accounting for 3 touchdowns and 162 passing yards. His best effort, though, came in a 5-touchdown effort and 311-yard passing versus Youngstown State. The Bruce Craddock Coach of the Year award goes to South Dakota State head coach John Stiegelmeier. Now in his 26th season, Stiegelmeier led the Jackrabbits to the number 1 overall seed in the FCS playoffs and a 10-1 record this year. That included a perfect 8-0 mark in the Valley. SDSU ascended to the number 1 ranking in FCS polls for the first time ever and has held that top spot for the past 6 weeks. The Jackrabbits will make their 11th straight appearance in the playoffs as they take on Delaware in the second round Saturday. The all-conference teams were also revealed today. League champion and number 1 ranked South Dakota State led the way with a conference-best 8 players selected to the first team, highlighted by Caleb Sanders, Isaiah Davis, and Tucker Kraft. 4th-ranked North Dakota State, the number 3 seed in the FCS playoffs, had 7 players selected, headlined by Hunter Lipke in 2 spots and Spencer Wagee.